everybody, my name is Analyticalplum and welcome back to my channel. The day has finally arrived. I have been waiting so impatiently for this series to come out, and as you gathered by the title and the thumbnail, we are going to be watching the first episode of A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, the series. Can you believe it? I actually saw a couple of days ago that for the areas that don't have BBC iPlayer, aren't able to watch it until the 1st of next month, and I don't know how to feel about the fact that I have the privilege of watching it now. For all of the people who can't wait until August, hello. That would totally be me in that position. But before we dive into episode 1, I would love if you would consider subscribing. I do post twice a week, but don't hold me to that. And if you do love my reaction videos, or if you love the book of A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, I would love if you would leave a like. It does help me out a ton. And enough with my rambling, let's just dive into this new series. Are we going straight into the thick of it with Andy? Wait, what? Do you know what? I am so amazed that Andy is still walking. Oh my god. Well, I mean, that will set the tone for the whole series. One thing I'm really curious about with this series is how it's going to differ from the books. I mean, obviously, but a lot of the times the layout of the books, when you translate that onto the TV, it doesn't work out. And so I'm curious to see what changes they're going to make. And I suppose seeing this, for starters, is such a change. And I'm like, oh my god. Now that's a proper little English town, isn't it? Especially with the multicoloured houses. Hi Pip! By the way, if you don't know much about, the English culture, I can try and explain it to all of yous that don't really know certain things. You know, when I reacted to Heartbreak High and I had a lot of Australians educating me, well now it's my turn. I can educate everybody else if there's any references or anything. This is my time to shine.
Pip, you need to distract Mrs. Penton. Do not let her look at the till.
You got this. Don't want to be an accessory to a crime.
Well, I mean... Right, this may be premature, but I'm totally gonna judge her accent. I love it. If you did watch my trailer reaction, you would know that I was a little bit nervous. Sometimes when there is an English character that the actor is in English, a lot of the times it goes into like royal pronunciation English, which is only for like the Tories and for the rich people. Yeah, no, I'm loving it. You've got this, Pip.
Hi. Hi. I had a question I wanted to ask you. Are you here as some kind of a decoy?
No, what makes you think that? I just wanted to know the price of the pain au chocolat. I want to know how crispy you think they are. I need a level of crispiness.
Yes, Pippa. It's a movie.
She tried, bless her. She tried so hard. So, we saw in the trailer, right, that Andy pops up just every now and again just to say hello, remind us of her existence. So I'm a bit curious what route they're going to take with that. Like her popping up there, like is this just them trying to tell us where Pip's mind is going? I guess if I just shut up and watch it, I'll find out. The roses are so cute.
Justice had finally been served. Innocent until proven guilty. Unless...
You're a black man.
Nick?
Oh my god, I love them already. So we didn't really see... Well, I haven't really seen much on Pip's brother. Is this the first look at Pip's brother? I'm not gonna lie, I can't remember Pip's brother's name, but I suppose they'll tell us in a minute. Again, shut up, Taylor. Yes, I love them all already.
What's that?
that? Nick's cooking dinner. It's a starter.
Crisps in or crisps out of the sandwich? What do you do? I am definitely a crisps in kind of gal.
Got homework to do.
It's the first day of the holidays. What homework could you possibly have?
My EPQ?
Well, first you need to walk the dog.
Hi, Barney. Oh, is this Ravi's house? Are we saying hello already?
Hey, idiots! You dropped your communal brain cell!
What do you call that? I've grown up calling it Not Down Ginger, but I know that a load of people call it something completely different. And I'm really curious, what do you call it? Huh?
Hey, Pip.
Oh, so it's a flashback. Oh, I see. I see what's going on. I didn't realise they were going to do flashback scenes. There are mentions of Pip knowing about Sal in the books, but it was kind of like they don't go too much into depth with it. But yeah, I guess it kind of makes sense.
Have you seen Andy? It's okay, I just need to speak to her about something.
Oh, Sal. He's just so sweet, isn't he? I really, really want to see more of him in this series.
I've decided what I'm doing my EPQ on.
The Andy Bell case is solved.
The whole world thinks Sal Singh is guilty, but he never had a trial and they never even found Andy's body.
That just goes to show the UK justice system. But this just brings back so many memories of when I did my EPQ. Do you know what? If I would have read A Good Girl's Guide to Murder before I had to do my EPQ, I would have gone for a completely different subject. But at least I know about it now.
Except Sal confessed to a murder and then killed himself.
Do you know how many people confessed to the murder of Charles Lindbergh Jr.? 200. That's 199 false confessions.
If you didn't really know this about me, I'm quite big on like true crime and that. And there are a lot of instances where there have been so many false confessions. They get so confused, and obviously they're completely tired being in this one for hours, that they end up confessing or they don't realize that they confessed. But yeah, false confessions are actually so much more common than people think.
He was head boy, he was going to Cambridge. Sal was a good guy. Good guys don't kill people.
Well, actually, they do all the time.
Yeah, no, I do have to agree with her with that point. You don't truly know anybody.
And if Sal didn't do it, who did?
I don't know yet, but whoever it was might still be out there.
The time frame has moved forward to like current time, because I think the book was like, what was it, like 2016-ish time? But if you saw it on the poster, it said Andy Bell went missing in 2019. Oh my god, 2019 was 5 years ago. I think I'm suddenly having a quarter-life crisis.
CCTV footage from Little Kilton Square shows Andy driving past at 10:38.
That's how you know that this is not real, because that camera footage was almost immaculate. We've got like 500k quality now. Why can't we have good camera systems? I suppose the Ring doorbell's the best we have now.
It is believed Salil took his own life after confessing to the murder.
His younger brother Ravi was the last person to see him alive.
So excited to see Ravi. If I have been saying his name already, I've been saying it wrong. I keep saying it as Ravi, but it's Ravi. I need to get that in my head. Isn't this the outfit where she sees Ravi? Oh my god, are you already here?
Do I know you?
Nope, just taking a walk.
She's totally acting like a stalker. You know what, I don't want to suggest anything, but I think maybe saying hello would have gone much further.
With muffins.
Okay. Are you sure I can't help you with something?
Well, how do you know I'm not just heading this way?
Who's this handsome boy?
Name's Barney.
They got that right. He certainly is a handsome boy.
I've actually been wanting to come by and talk to you about my EPQ, and so these are kind of bribery muffins.
I mean, what better way to talk about some trauma with someone you don't really know very well than with muffins? I think that's a great way to sweeten somebody up and then swipe their legs out from underneath them.
What's something that really matters? Which is when I thought of the Andy Bell case and your brother. I was wondering if I could ask you some questions.
Oh, wow. I think you should go.
Maybe she needed to make another batch of muffins. Oh dear. That was probably the first time he had a really nice conversation with somebody that weren't spitting at him as well. No, that just makes it so much worse. So many ribbons. Ready? I was not prepared for this. Wait, is it actually happening now? Okay, okay. Pip really does seem to have a bit of a habit of running after people and stalking people. Maybe she can do a good guide to stalking. I think she'd ace that.
Cute dog.
Sorry, did I scare you? Just thought you were someone else. People always get us confused.
She thought she was Andy. So you remember I said at the beginning when dead Andy, well not a dead Andy, old Andy would pop up and be like oogly boogly. And that's what Pip thought was happening to her as well. This is the only time I can claim that we think alike. I'm nowhere near as smart as Pip.
Hey, Cara, is Naomi home?
Pip, no. Please don't ask my sister about Sal.
That was our first glance at Matthew Baton. I'm so excited. I am the biggest fan of him.
She was with him the night Andy went missing. She's a key witness. Max is in Italy and Jake moved away.
You do realise how sensitive this still is, Pip.
Right, I'm not gonna lie. Seeing it in person does kind of put in perspective how, I don't really want to say blunt, but how eager Pip is about this. Even though it has been 5 years, as you saw in my quarter life crisis, that felt like yesterday. So I think a load of people are still feeling quite raw from that incident. But then to be fair, Cara isn't exactly the most sugar-coated either, especially when they had their talk earlier.
Aunt Lo has just asked me to go to the Hastings party with him.
Aunt's an idiot. He always says pacifically when he means specifically.
Whoop whoop, whoop whoop. That's me trying to recreate that Leonardo DiCaprio meme. That's a line from the book. I always loved that moment. She's very easily distracted. She didn't even walk, what, 10 steps and she's already ended up where she's not supposed to be. I think that's just a reoccurring theme throughout this whole series. She just slips and finds herself in some location she's not supposed to be in. It's getting a bit freaky now, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, that was a pretty cute picture.
Did you guys take the jammy dodgers?
No.
I saw Dad unpacking them earlier, but they've vanished.
Things don't just vanish.
That's what it feels like in real life sometimes. It just feels like there's a little prancing fairy around, just taking everything. I mean, that's what happens to socks majority of times, don't they? I'm really craving a jammy dodger now. Thanks a lot.
Sometimes things do disappear, like hairbands, odd socks.
Well, with socks, you simply check them on the way into the washing machine and then you check them on the way out.
See, that's what I've been saying. Well, I said about fairies, but I mean about the socks.
You never give up on anything, do you, Pip?
Hey, Naomi.
That wasn't your moment to worm in. Do you know what? I do applaud her bravery and her courage sometimes because that was actually kind of smooth. I mean, she ain't done it yet, but I know she's going to.
I just wondered if I could ask you some questions, seeing as you and Sal were so close and everything.
Sure.
Why is this so much more nerve-wracking to watch than to read? I don't know if that's just me, but when you read it, I feel like you're just more zoned out. But when you're watching it, it's just so much more nerve-wracking.
We were all at Max's playing Super Mario Party.
And what time did Sal leave exactly?
10:30 p.m. I remember because we ordered pizza.
If I were to be in Naomi's shoes, I'd be absolutely useless. I don't even remember details about yesterday. Or like my fiance would ask me questions about like, oh, what time did this happen? I'd be like, I don't know, I didn't really bother to look at the time. If I were to ever be in an instance where I need to be a witness, I would fully be so useless. I'll practically be just a wet lettuce.
Sal was a smart guy. If he'd killed Andy, you'd have thought he would have at least come up with an alibi.
Sal had an alibi.
Hey, Pip.
Hi, Dad.
Hi, my love.
Hi. Oh, I'm so excited. I mean, yeah, as they said earlier, they didn't really have a chance to do a proper investigation or proper interview. So there's so much left uncovered about that instance that I doubt even the police know.
How's tutoring?
Boring. Join us for dinner, Pip?
Not for me, thanks.
Don't forget your notebook.
This is going to be completely random, right? But I always thought that Pip would be the type of person to have like a reusable chalkboard wallpaper. It just seems like her thing, doesn't it? That is totally Pip. Max has read it. I'm genuinely so nervous for all the other interviews. I'm so scared.
Do you ask Linda if she still needs waitresses for the Hastings Silver wedding party?
Yeah, of course.
Maybe ask if she needs two. Cara's really keen as well.
I think this is new, isn't it? I don't remember this happening. That's interesting. That's actually a smart way to like slither in.
There are people from school here. Is yours chafing? Mine's really chafing.
I just need to ask Max one thing, and then we can go.
They look fabulous. Oh my god. Literally could be on the top of my Christmas tree. Dazzling darling.
We're undercover.
Is that supposed to be Max? Oh! Oh my god. Who's that? I don't know who that would be. I know that there is one new character, I believe. And that might be that character. Or do you think that's Stanley? But I don't think Stanley will come into it yet. Oh, if you haven't watched the series, Stanley is like a news reporter kind of person.
Becca. Do what I say.
Is he Cockney? Oh. Yeah, what a great first impression. No, you're mad. Everyone knows you should never go down, especially if it looks like a basement. I mean, there's not really basements in the UK, but that kind of looks like one. I don't know, do rich people have basements? Oh dear.
Hello? Hi.
Oh, it was just a dartboard. Oh my god. I didn't know if somebody was like hacking with a cleaver or something. I don't know. My brain goes hyperactive when I'm scared. And that's why I'm scared of the dark.
You've been stalking me.
I'd like to ask you some questions.
See? She'd be an excellent writer for A Good Girl's Guide to Stalking. That's all she's done so far this episode.
It's time for the speeches. What are you going to do for me?
Sorry?
Every time I answer a question, you have to take a shot.
Ew. How about no? How about every time you answer a question, I won't flick you in the eyeball? How about that?
I don't drink.
Oh, that's boring.
Oh, Pip. Pip, no, don't do this. You're better than this. I swear, EPQs aren't worth it. I promise you.
Jake, Sal, and Naomi were all at yours playing Super Mario Party.
It was FIFA, but carry on.
What time did Sal leave?
Down the hatch.
Technically now, Pip has on record that Max has made her get drunk. So that's technically a crime. There's been many crimes in this episode so far.
What about Naomi?
Naomi was MIA. Listen, I have to go watch my parents pretend like they've been happily married for 25 years.
Naomi told me that Sal had an alibi.
Exactly. Sit your ass back down and answer the questions.
What was it?
Sal asked us to tell the police that he stayed around mine until 12:15. We went along with it.
What changed your mind?
It's a crime to lie to the police.
As if Max cares about being truthful to the police. Be honest, Max. You don't care about that.
What are you trying to prove by doing this?
That Sal's innocent.
You really think that?
Don't you?
The Sal I knew, no way he could have killed her.
Where's his hostility towards Sal? Why aren't you protecting him and trying to, like, you know, advocate for him? You're just a rubbish friend and a rubbish human being.
But he confessed to it. Then he went into the woods and swallowed a bunch of pills. You don't do that for nothing, do you?
People will be more inclined to do things like that when everybody hates them and believes that they killed their partner. There's so many different instances where it's like, oh, innocent people wouldn't do this. Certain people will do certain things if they're in so much distress. And yeah, if everyone's being horrible to them, they're not going to be stable, are they? And they're especially not going to be stable just because, you know, Andy was his partner. Andy's gone missing. He's going to be like out of his mind.
People say money can't buy you love. They clearly haven't met my beautiful wife.
Ew.
It was nice to see true love, isn't it? Bit of old school romancing.
That was the dude from earlier that was looking at Pip. Who even are you?
I've heard you're a bit of a nosy Parker. You know what happens to nosy Parkers, don't you?
Who is this person? Seriously? What a bizarre person.
Naomi's wasted and acting weird. Put her in the car. Lauren stormed off in tears.
A good-looking man just tried to steal my nose.
Are you drunk?
No, I only had 5 tiny drinks, like thimbles.
I think I'm going to use that next time. I mean, I don't really drink. I don't really do shots. The only shots I like to do are sours because they taste like the Chewits, sour Chewits. And the next time somebody asks, I'm just going to say I had teeny tiny little drinks.
Max says they were playing FIFA, but Naomi says they were playing Super Mario Party. Naomi says she was there the whole evening, but Max says she was MIA.
You spoke to Naomi.
Maybe she had a bit too many of the little drinks. Oh dear. This isn't gonna go well at all.
I didn't tell you because I didn't want you stirring everything up again.
It's important.
To you. You're totally happy to f*** everyone else's life up just so you can carry on playing detective.
I am not playing.
There's a time and a place and a situation. Time and place, they're at the Hastings party. Already iffy. Situation, Pip is very drunk. It appears she's never drunk in her life. And she's just had 5 shots, and because it was a max drink, that was probably a very, very strong max drink. So yeah, no, it must really suck though, because it's not as if it's just a bit of gossip. I mean, it's literally people's lives, so I don't think it would be nice to have that dug back up again.
Have you seen Andy?
He went in there.
Please.
So it appears that Pip did not A-style. Do you think then, because this keeps coming back up, that Pip feels a little bit guilty and she feels like she has a bit of a hand in it? Obviously, she was quite young, I assume probably in like year 7 or whatever. And looking back on it, she's noticing things and she probably feels like, I mean, knowing Pip's character, she probably feels like there's so much more she could have done or that she shouldn't have done. Ravi's gonna get a surprise of his life, isn't he? Imagine somebody wanting to ask about your dead relative and then the next time they show up they're drunk and in a star costume. Do you know what? That's so iconic.
Hi.
Hi.
No, stop. This is so funny. I was expecting Ravi to open the door, not his mum.
I have important information for Ravi.
From a galaxy far, far away? Ravi!
Hi.
I came to tell you something.
Is it that you've completely lost your mind?
What? Oh.
So the muffins didn't work right as a bribery, so I thought I'd come as a star, because I want you to know I can light up your world.
So you thought you'd ride in like some white knight, come to save us?
No, I didn't think that. Your mistake. I shouldn't have come.
Hey.
Yeah? She can't even turn. She's like Batman when the helmet was like a full thing and they had to turn the whole way because they couldn't twist their neck.
Why did you think he was innocent?
I knew so. I'd never have done anything to hurt her.
Come with me.
Yay! The star worked. Oh, are we in Sal's room?
It's Sal's.
It was me. I did it. I'm so sorry.
Clocks are turning. It's happening.
Sal was the smartest person I knew, but he texted like an illiterate.
He didn't write the confession.
Oh my god.
So if he didn't write it, who did?
I guess that's what we need to find out.
That's the big question, isn't it?
Please just stop.
No, wait. No, I'm sorry. I love you.
Oh, what is this? There's so many unexpected things. Keeping me on my toes, I guess. Oh. So that was my reaction to episode 1 of The Good Girl's Guide to Murder TV series. I am absolutely loving it so far. I think the pace that they're setting it at is quite smooth and everything does feel quite natural, and there are little bits throughout that I'm picking up on. I won't say anything obviously for the people who haven't read the books, but all I'm saying is keep an eye out, keep an ear out. But yeah, I am so far really enjoying it. I love the characters and I think Emma is doing such an amazing job as Pip. But that will be it from me today. I hope you join me in my next video reacting to episode 2, and I will see you there.